Your bags are packed. You walked down that hallway, shook hands with the staff, and said your goodbyes. And then you heard that heavy exit door click lock right behind you. For 30, 60, or 90 days, you were safe. You were insulated inside the structured bubble of treatment. You had a schedule, you had a captive audience, and you had a shield between your raw nerve endings and the chaos of the real world. But treatment isn't real life. Real life starts exact second your boots hit the pavement outside those doors. Welcome back to the asphalt. Welcome to the starting line. The moment you step outside, the temptation to panic is overwhelming. The old bills, they're still waiting in the mailbox. The court dates still marked on the calendar. Your family members that you hurt are watching your every move with doubt in their eyes that you will fail. And the old phone numbers are just one click away in your pocket. The temptation right here is to look at that blackened earth of your past, feel completely overwhelmed by the smoke, and run straight back to the destruction that brought you to your knees in the first place. But you didn't fight through the hell of withdrawal and detox just to surrender on day one. You didn't clear the poison out of your veins just to drown in the wreckage. If you want to build a real life that lasts, a life that can withstand the weight of your past and the pressure of your future, you have to stand up, look at the mess, and make a conscious decision. You have to commit to rebuild. Welcome to the season 2 premiere of Forged from the Ashes. I am Jeff, your host, and it's glad to have you back. Today, we step out of that facility and we take an honest inventory of the wreckage together. And together, we cross the starting line. Today, we're standing on the asphalt. But before we look at the wreckage, we have to silence the panic. Your nervous system is screaming right now because the buffer is gone. You are completely exposed. You're exposed to the elements, and your brain wants to redline. Stop walking. Rush of traffic for just a second. Disconnect from the anxiety of what tomorrow looks like. Quiet the voices of the people who don't think you're going to do this and step inside your perimeter. I want you to take a deep, full breath of clean air right now. Pull it all the way down into your chest and hold it at the top. Feel the oxygen hitting your brain. Feel your boots heavy, locked to the concrete. Feel the gravity holding you steady. You're clean, you're alive, and you're right here. Now let it all go. Push all the panic all the way out. Drop your shoulders, move them around. Let's clear the static and release the pressure. The noise is past and the air is clean and the channel is open. So let's step up to the mirror. Because if we're going to build a recovery that survives the first week outside, we have to be absolutely ruthless about what we are walking back into. Look yourself dead in the eyes in the reflection of that mirror, and let's face the truth. What part of the wreckage are you completely terrified to look at? And are you ready to own it without picking up a drink or a drug to numb the view? So let's stop playing games. When you get home and the reality slams into your chest, it is incredibly easy to start rewriting history. You want to minimize the damage. You want to blame your ex, your boss, or blame your childhood just to protect your ego. Or worse, you look at the blackened earth of your life and you decide it's too far gone to fix. So you white knuckle your way into an angry, resentful corner. But denial is the fastest highway to a relapse. Whether you're trying to win your kids back, fix your bank account, or just survive the next 24 hours, you cannot rebuild a life on a foundation of lies and avoidance. The shattered pieces of your past are real. The debt is real. The broken trust is real. You are terrified to look at it because it hurts. It demands that you take total radical accountability for the path of destruction that you left behind. But running away is exactly how you ended up in a pair of handcuffs or a hospital bed. If you don't want to face the raw reality of your life right here at the starting line, you are guaranteeing that you will bleed out alone in the dark. So let's look at your reflection and let's own the mess. Let's identify the shattered pieces, prepare to stand your ground, and let's lock in the standards for day one. So once you look at the wreckage and decide you're not going back, you have to actively cross the starting line. This isn't a passive waiting game. Sobriety isn't just the absence of drugs and alcohol. It is the presence of a radical discipline to hold your ground on day one. You lock into the 3 strict production standards. The first one is look at the blackened earth. Stop hiding from the truth. Make a literal physical list of the wreckage. Write down the debts, the broken relationships, and the triggers. And when you put all the enemy on paper and everything there, it loses its power over your mind. You can't fight a ghost, but you can manage a checklist. Face it with your eyes wide open. The second one, establish your immediate perimeter. The second you hit the streets, the old playmates and the playgrounds and all the playthings will try to come back at you. Change your phone number. Block the toxic contents. Delete apps. If a person or a place places a question mark next to your sobriety, they are an immediate threat to your survival. Lock the gates and protect your space. The third one, report to duty daily. This bubble of rehab is gone, which means you must build your own structure. Before the day can hit you sideways, you preheat your mind. You wake up early. You hit the journal. You list your daily non-negotiables and you contact your sponsor or your accountability team. Before you do anything else, do that. Because you do not move through this world as a lone wolf. Lone wolves get slaughtered. Early recovery. You're out of the facility and you're standing on the asphalt, and your starting line is beneath your boots. The safe bubble is gone, but so is the slavery to chemical. Do not let the weight of wreckage push you back into the dark. Take an honest inventory of your shattered pieces. Stand your ground and cross that starting line with your head held high. Your very first tracking directive of season 2 is honest inventory. I want you to open your journal and I want you to write down the top 3 pieces of wreckage you have been avoiding or hiding from. Call them out, name them, and make the conscious decision to face them clean. An old mentor of mine once told me a truth that changed everything. A fire isn't just something that destroys, Jeff. It's a chemical reaction that clears space for what actually belongs. So let's clear the space. I want you to head over to Instagram or Facebook and hit us up at Forged from the Ashes podcast. And under episode 1, I want you to post a comment or a simple boots emoji to let the tribe know that you have crossed the starting line and your feet are locked to the asphalt. Let's keep each other accountable and keep the heat burning clean. And remember, we rise, we recover, and we reignite hope together. I am your host, Jeff, the Forged Father. You don't have to have all the answers. Just don't give up on yourself. Until next week, I will see you then.